Hey guys, Olga Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and we're continuing on to part 2 of our Friday Night Magic event. The first one we played the Jeskai deck and the Mono Red deck, and for whatever reason, we just got stomped to death on that one. So we're going to hopefully do a little bit better with the Final Adventures deck, and of course that Flash deck that we seem to find, that Simic Flash deck. So let's go ahead and take a look at the decks. If you're not familiar with what the event is going on or how it went on, because by the time you see this will be in the past. Wizards did a fantastic thing with doing, we knowing the current health crisis that we're currently under, that getting out and doing Friday Night Magic is not really a wise decision. So they decided to hold some events online in Magic Arena, and this is the first of the ones with the Challenger decks. So you get four pre-built Challenger decks, one Jeskai deck, one Mono Red Cavalcade deck, and the two decks that we're going to review here. If you want to see those, I'll put a little thing up in here so you can go and look at the first 4 games that I played with the first 2 decks that we played with. But what you can do is after you've participated in this event, you can snap some photos and send those over to your local game store and get a code so that you can actually get sleeves in Arena, which I think is fantastic. Considering the times that we're in, I think that's a pretty cool gesture. And as always, Wizards did this one particular. Well, maybe not as always. They always do it right whenever they do it like this, which is it's a free event. There's no gold, no gems, no nothing. Anybody can play in this one, so I will give them full credit on that. So let's go ahead into this deck. So the first one we're looking for is the Adventure deck. This one actually looks pretty cool. It has some cool, interesting little nitpicks and pieces. If you're not familiar with what a Challenger deck is, I should probably go over that in case you didn't see the first video. Challenger decks are their answer to pre-built constructed decks that are actually good for Friday Night Magic, that actually have a chance of winning. So they kind of took a gauge of where the meta was at the time of publishing the decks, tossed in all the cards you want to need. So this is designed to be a product that you can literally pull off the shelf, open, sleeve up, and actually play in a Friday Night Magic and actually stand a chance of maybe actually getting a win or two, as opposed to some of the other products to do for new players, which are like the Welcome decks, which are, quite frankly, free cards because they're not very good. You have the Planeswalker decks, and I've actually won games against really good meta decks with a Planeswalker deck on occasion, but that is a rare occasion. And then the Deck Builders toolkits. Those are kind of you started in playing Magic, but they're not competitively, they're not really that viable. So these are a little bit different. So you don't get all the cards you need, but you do get a taste. You get a taste of what a highly competitive deck's going to have. You have a lot of good cards and some other stuff you can swap out. Easily put a couple extra dollars into the deck and actually make it more competitive. So Final Adventure is, and of course, Adventure deck, it's going to abuse Edgewall Innkeeper and Lucky Clover, but let's kind of get into that. So of course, everything you've got, or most of the things you have in here, are either going to be Knights, which is a cool little addition with a card we'll talk about later, or they all have Adventures, or both. Like, so Foulmire Knight, for example, has both. Knight of the Ebon Legion, one of the best 1-drops in the game, without a doubt. Of course, the Foulmire Knight, you draw a card and lose life, and then it's a 1/1 Death Toucher, one of my favorite evergreen abilities, to be honest with you. The Edgewall Innkeeper, of course, is whenever you cast a creature spell that has Adventure, you get to draw a card. This gets annoying on the other side of the table. Ad nauseum is the number of cards you're drawing. Disfigure, great little card. Always keep it in some of my black decks. That is a great way to get little, especially against like the mono red decks. Like, oh, that's a really cute little 1/1 you got there. It's dead. Blacklance Paragon, another great card. There's 2 of those in this deck as well. Is a knight, his flash, and then it can give a knight lifelink and death touch. So usually it does it to himself, but there are other knights in here that you could give death touch to as well. Order of Midnight, also a knight. Again, we're getting that. You can return a creature card from your graveyard with its Adventure, and then, of course, you get a 2/2 flyer that can't block. Here we go. Smitten Swordmaster. This is where it comes in. This is really cool with this idea with Edgewall Innkeeper and, of course, Lucky Clover. Well, we should probably cover over that. Lucky Clover, whenever you cast an Adventure, you get to create a copy of it. So there's 4 of these in the deck, so it's possible that you can fire off Adventures multiple times, 3-4 times. It's gross. It really is. Especially when you get into this one where you're gaining X life, or an exponent loses X life for all the number of knights you control. And all of the things we've covered over here have been, with the exception of Edgewall Innkeeper, have been knights. So if you have 2 of those on the table and Smitten Swordmaster comes out, that's pretty brutal, to be honest with you. Midnight Reaper, also a knight. Only 2 of those, but it gives you the opportunity to, whenever you lose creatures, you can actually draw cards. There's a ton of card draw in this deck. 2 Murderous Riders. Again, look at all the rares that they're packing into here. And then Lovestruck Beast. This is mostly here for the adventure, and of course, if you have a 1/1 creature, you've now got a 5/5 for 3. That's not bad. Vraska Golgari Queen, one of my favorite characters in all of Magic. You only get one of her, but that's okay. You get 2 fine finalities, and this is where they tend to cheapen up a bit, especially on this one. With the land base, but you do get 2 Castle Locthwains, which is cool. You get 8 swamps from forests. You get the 3 jungle hollows, and you get 2 temples of maladies and no shockland, which is weird to me. You do get a Fabled Passage, and Fabled Passage is a really good card, but no shocklands in here. Like, I'm really surprised by that one. So let's go over the last deck that we're going to play tonight. I know the last one, I think I went like 40 minutes on that one. I don't know. I'm hopefully not going to go that long on this one, but you never know. These are trying times, and some people just want to put something on YouTube and just kind of chill and relax and hear a comforting voice and watch some old guy play Magic, and I'm glad that you do. So this is a classic Simic Flash deck. Not all the cards I would necessarily put into this, but most of the cards you're going to want for a good Simic Flash deck, to be honest. 4 Spectral Sailors, a good starting point on that. 4 Ops. Let's kind of get into the idea of what Flash is. The whole crux of Flash is really the Brineborn Cutthroats and your Night Pack Ambushers. So you're not really going to cast many spells on your turn. That's the whole idea of a Simic Flash deck, is that you're going to be casting spells on your opponent's turns, and then because this is going to build up wolf tokens for you, they're really going to be 3/3s because it gets its ability for +1/+1. Brineborn Cutthroat's going to keep getting bigger and bigger every time you cast spells, and then there's a whole bunch of no, you can't do that in here. So you've got your unsummons, no, you can't attack with that. You've got your quenches for no, you counters on that. You can blink. This is even funnier. Test as an intervention. You can choose X cards from your library, put 2 of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order, or counter another spell. This is just more counter spells. You have the Hippocamp. Whenever you cast your first spell, you can draw an additional card. There's your card draw engine in here. Only 2 Sinister Sabotages. That's odd, because all the times I played this, go back in the previous video and see how many counter spells I went through. So sure, there's 4 Frailed Mystics. I get that. Also a counter spell and leaves behind a creature, but man, I feel like I got every counter spell possible. Just boom, counter, counter, counter. There is 1 Brazen Borrow in here. Important to note. It's a great flash card as well. And I think that covers all the main... We've already covered all these. And again, the mana base on this one, no shockland. 2 Castle Ventress, which are good. We got your baseline manas. That's good. We do get the Temple of Mystery, and we do get your Thornwood Falls and no shocks. I don't... Like the other decks that had, at least one of them had at least 1 shock, and we're getting the lower end of the tapped dual lands. You do get a Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage, again, as we previously stated, is a really, really good card, but it really kind of shocks me that they didn't put at least 1 shock land in here, because that's really what you want to be going for. These are not the ones you'd be looking for. So, all right, let's go ahead and play some games with it. If you do like the video, let me know in the comments down below, and how well you did on your Friday Night Magic event. So far, I am 0-4. But that's the upside for this one, because there's no cost. You can just continue and play all you want. If you do like the video, of course, I do appreciate it. Like, subscribe while you're there. It's fantastic. I have a lifetime goal for this channel. Lifetime goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting really, really super close. We've been getting a lot of subscribers lately, so I want to thank all of you. If you want to just, hit the like button, subscribe, that would be fantastic. And once I'm at 1,000, everything else is just pure entertainment for me. I genuinely believe that. So I am going to pause here to go and grab myself a beverage, because I've been talking a lot, and I'm going to get a little bit of drink, and I forgot to grab them before this. So we'll pause right here. Ah, that's so much better. I'm so parched. I genuinely debated getting an adult beverage, but I just went with a soda instead. Don't know how that would look on YouTube, so I'm not going to do that. I have this lifetime goal of being monetized just to say that I could actually have done it. So I don't know that I want to lose that right off the bat. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. So there is something to be said for holding off on casting Lovestruck Beast early. Let's just go... Oh, yeah, he's going to come and pause. This looks like we're playing the Jeskai deck. So we played this exact matchup on our first video. Let's do it now. Why the heck not? He's got Deafening Clarions in that deck, so meh. It's going to take him a bit to get there. Oh, Lucky Clover it up. Watch him have better luck than we did. And maybe it's not better luck. Maybe it's just genuinely skill. Oh, God, I love that pet. It's one of those few things, like, don't get me wrong, I have a ton of the... I try to do my best to keep this as free to play as possible for me.
We'll create great things.
Let's go with... Yeah, we want to get up and over. And I want to be really careful because I know how many Deafening Clarions he's got in there. I try to do my best to keep this as much as free to play as possible, so I don't really put a lot of money into this arena in total. But I do have some of the cool toys because I've spent some gold on it. This is one of the things that I was like, oh, it's a cool little doggy. It's a three-headed doggy. I want it. But I resisted the urge to actually do that. Oh, there's Narset. So now the real question becomes, does he have the fires? My suspicion's going to be, yes, he does. And there it is. There it is. So our whole gig is really drawing cards, and Narset really hurts that. I am going to hold off on cashing the Edgewall Innkeeper for now, because I feel a Deafening Clarion coming, and I'd really prefer not to lose that right away. Sure.
Wait a moment.
So I'm going to assume Fires is coming down next, followed directly by Deafening Clarion or a Planeswalker. See, the Planeswalker this is missing is Teferi. That's what I should have mentioned whenever I was playing this deck. That's the one that this is missing. So there's the Fires. I thought there was a blue spell, non-creature spell. I guess it still works. That's what this deck is missing, is really the... And I just recognized my opponent's name. Home Brutality. Oh, that's cool. Is he spending it to gain haste? He has no red mana, so no. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I'm really, really tempted. I just know, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he has got. So we want to draw cards. Let's get that out of the way. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt he's got Deafening Clarions in here. He's going to wipe the board clean here. And that's sort of why I want to hold on to Disfigure. Because I'm hoping that he does that soon. And then I can take his king off the board. Because I know there's only one Kendrith in the deck. Because I played this one. Sure. Tapped mana on a Jeskai Fires deck means nothing. It means nothing. Drawn from Dreams, and then he gets to cast... Well, he's already cast one spell. So he's only got one more left. I never got to our Drawn for Dreams in our 2 playthroughs of that deck. And he dumps everything else in his deck. No, you can only do it twice. Yep, Ugin. This deck did not play like this for us. It did not play this well for us. I assume... Oh, interesting.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Does it now?
You will not dissuade me from battle. Some lessons for you all.
Oh, I totally should have disfigured that, but oh well. Yeah, I'm not sure why he did that. He took the -2 to do that. He should have swung with it. But alas, he did not. Oh. Alright, so let's give him something to think about, shall we say. That's not what I want to do. So we're going to go in here. We're going to go in here. Interesting choice. I would have thought he would have blocked with all of them. Nope. Sure. Only one knight in the board, so even Smitten Swordmaster is not really worth it. So now I've got the combo up. If he's going to blow the board up, now would be the time to do it. If you've got it, use it, my friend. I do apologize. Again, all this talking has really got me parched. I get it, because you don't have all the cards that you would... That's what we were anticipating. And we've got a nice little answer here. You blow mine up, I blow yours up, my friend. Oh, no green mana? Oh, darn. Yes, you genuinely did help me by Deafening Clarion, which is exactly what I wanted you to do. And that's okay, because I'm going to pull that card right back out of the graveyard. Sarkhan's bad news for us, to be honest. Sarkhan is not a good... Sarkhan's not good.
Might demands power.
Ugin, look at you. Actually in the air and everything. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to draw some cards. So let's go ahead and... Ooh. Yeah, let's do that, because we're going to draw plenty of cards off of this anyway. Maybe? Yeah, because I can return creatures from the graveyard. I'm kind of okay with that. So at least we have an answer for Sarkhan now. Sure.
Lies beyond vision.
This is going to hurt a bit. I'm not going to lie. Because I assume he is going to... Bay of Wishes. He's going to go and dig into his... Never saw that either. He's going to go and dig into his sidebar to see what he needs. Deafening Clarion, probably. But I don't know that... I don't remember the sideboard in that one. There may have been another one sitting in there. Ooh, Mass Manipulation. That's a cool card. He can only do one creature right now. So he's going to hold off on that, which also means I'm going to hold off on casting core creatures. Interesting. He didn't go for the... Cool. Okay, so we're going to Castle Locthwain. And count them up, kids. We're going to go 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. We're going to go ahead and kill both of his planeswalkers. Draw more cards, at least. How many nights are we playing? Just 2? We're going to do that twice. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough because he's just going to Mass Manipulation this. But sure, why not? Sure, go ahead. You're going to die anyway because he's going to Mass Manipulation it. Now, the upside is I know that that's the only copy of Sarkon and Ugin that are in the deck, and Kenrith. So, we've at least taken a big top end of the power off. That 4/4 flyer is going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. And his unlimited life gain that he's gaining from all of the Super Friends that are coming down. Sure.
Are loyal and brilliant.
Yep, sure, draw more cards. Again, we didn't get any of the cool cards. That's why it's so frustrating. That's why me and that deck do not get along. So he cast 2 already, so he's done. Oh, joy. Sure, because I have a feeling we're going to lose this one soon. And we have ways to get that back out. So, let's go for that. Draw some cards. Specifically those ones. Let's pull that out. Let's pull that out. Let's go for... Let's see what happens here. Yeah, no, I don't want to give away too much to mass manipulation, to be honest with you. So we're going to go over here and punch her in the face. If nothing else, we'll gain some life. Sure. Yeah, we're definitely keeping the Edgewall Innkeepers in our hands so that we can ferry off the mass manipulation that's coming. And then hopefully have something to combat everything else coming out. Unfortunately, that 4/4 dragon, that's gonna be a big problem for us. I don't know what he's waiting on, to be honest with you. Paying the 0 cost on this one is probably why, because in order for him to do it, he actually has to tap mana for it. That is the downside to Fires, is that 2 limit on this one. And the fact that this game has gone on for 20 minutes. So frustrating. That is why no one likes playing against these decks. Because we like playing Magic fast in Arena. Come on. I was waiting for it. So, oh, there's more than one Sarkhan on that? Didn't catch that. That's okay.
Feel the heat of my flames.
Yep.
Every day is a
Yeah, I wish that deck worked like that for us, but it does not look like we are going to be doing well. So we're just going to go ahead and call this one now. Not to mention the fact that that game took 25 minutes to play. We're going to try one more. And if we end up playing against Jeskai again, we'll just concede, and then we'll move on to the next deck, because I actually want to have an opportunity to play the other deck. But I want to get 2 games each with deck, but man, that's enough time. It makes me frustrated, like, why couldn't our Jeskai deck work that way whenever we played it? Just luck of the cards sometimes. Scorpella. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I think we're going to go Jungle Hollow. Too cheap to put in the Shocklands. Oh, Jeskai again. You are not a swamp. That's the other downside to that. So this would come into play tapped anyway. So every one of my lands except for the Forest is going to come in as a tapped land. Might as well draw out the Deafening Clarion now. That's a cool sound. I don't know how well that's picking up on the audio, because I usually keep the game audio down low enough so that it doesn't overwhelm the game. But, oh man, is that a cool sound. Yep, and allow the... Well, in a deck that's designed to build a bunch, draw a bunch of cards. I might have to do a part 3. We might have to break this up over 3 parts, because I'm going to get stuck on 2 games against Jeskai Fires. And maybe that's just my bad luck. It's exactly what it is, by the way. Yes. I am fully well aware that... Deafening Clarion is right behind us. In fact... Oh no, we're just going to do Fires and then Deafening Clarion. Ooh, Drawn from Dreams. Interesting. So he'll go and find the Deafening Clarion. We're going to hold on to that. Not that they have much on the ground that they're going to come at us with, but you never know. The upside is that Narset will be gone. Maybe I can pull off drawing a couple of cards, which would be nice. That at least survives Deafening Clarion, so I can kind of justify that in my own head. Actually, no. He's going to go there. Before it dies, you're going to go there. And now. Time wipe, you don't say. And we're going to go ahead and concede this one. We're not going to break this. Well, we are, because now we're at the 30-minute mark. So, oddly enough, if you want to see part 3, you got to have to go and check out our Fun Deck Friday one, because wow, did this one take a while. And we still have yet to find an elusive win in all of this, which is absolutely crazy to me. So, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Always helps out the channel. Let me know how well you did in your Friday Night Magic event. And until next time, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.